Christian Horner's F1 career is very much uncertain after the recent misconduct allegations, and with the season fast approaching, it does seem like we'll not see a fast conclusion to this saga yet. Apart from Horner defending himself and staunchly denying the allegations, now his wife Geri has opened up as well in an emotional interview, which does make it seem like Horner is innocent after all. What would this mean for the investigation, and can Horner's face be clean after all this concludes? Christian Horner is determined to clear his name after an ongoing inquiry into allegations of misconduct, and his wife, Geri Halliwell, is deeply upset by the ongoing investigation into her husband, but intends to support him throughout. Last week, the Red Bull team principal came under scrutiny following claims of misconduct by a female employee within the team, as reported by Dutch news outlet De Telegraaf. An AP report subsequently disclosed that the accusations relate to his assertive management approach. A statement from the reigning world champions confirmed the news, and Horner stated immediately after that he strongly denied the allegations. During his interrogation last Friday, Horner finally had the opportunity to present his perspective to the investigating lawyer, and now Horner's statements must be verified. However, it was apparent from the start that no immediate conclusion would be reached on Friday. With Horner having defended himself for the first time, it's highly probable that the investigating lawyer will conduct further interviews to corroborate his statements. Straight away, it's important to note that the alleged offences should be examined thoroughly and fairly. Both parties should be heard with an opportunity to have their say, and Horner is innocent until proven otherwise. That, and that alone, should trigger the outcome, whether it be Horner losing his job, a warning, or no action at all. But rumblings of disunity within Red Bull's wider and intrinsically complex ecosystem are unavoidable. A power struggle, in spite of the team's most successful season ever in 2023, with 21 wins from 22, the most dominant season in F1's 74-year history. However, success is not always a sign of stability. The death of team co-founder Dietrich Mateschitz in October 2022 saw Horner lose his closest supporter, the man who trusted this young British upstart with leading Red Bull into the top tier of world motorsport with little more than junior Formula success behind him. That first year, 2005, set the tone for the 7 drivers and 6 constructors world championships to follow. But Mateschitz's death also saw something twist. Marko and Horner clashed, most notably over the hiring of Nick de Vries for the sister team, with Horner vindicated when the driver was dropped following a poor start last year. Marko has found himself in hot water too, with an insensitive comment about Sergio Perez's ethnicity. During a year of utter supremacy, 2023 was not plain sailing. Red Bull's 2022 title as well was overshadowed by their breaching of the cost cap. Now those rumblings have gone into overdrive. Reports from Dutch media say the relationship between Jos Verstappen, father to Max, the team's star driver and 3-time world champion, and Horner has soured recently. Verstappen Jr. is a fiercely loyal person, said to be more closely aligned with his dad and Marko than Horner, all of which does not play suitably into Horner's hands, amid speculation that Red Bull Austria are keen to wrestle back more control to Salzburg from the team's HQ in Milton Keynes. Their CEO, Oliver Minzlaff, has, for instance, been linked with replacing Horner should the 50-year-old depart. There have been a couple of notable updates recently, though, that shed light on the situation from both sides. Firstly, Bernie Ecclestone, a longtime confidant of Horner, who is known for his controversial stance within the sport, has apparently been deeply involved in addressing this matter. Additionally, Stefano Domenicali, the former CEO of F1 and former team principal of Ferrari, has also been actively engaged in the situation, which I have to say is very interesting. The article article delves into the details of these developments, emphasizing that the recent interview with Horner reportedly lasted for over 8 hours, indicating a significant day of questioning for him. Prior to Horner's interview, other Red Bull Racing employees, including the individual who made the allegations, had already been interviewed. According to information from the authors of the article on motorsporttotal.com, this included prominent figures like star designer Adrian Newey. Gotta be honest, it does seem rather strange to imagine Newey's involvement unless it's related to concerns about controlling behaviour, which seems to be the prevailing analysis of this issue. Also, it appears they're interviewing other individuals close to Horner to gain insight into his management style. However, it's noteworthy that Newey would be included in these interviews, considering his stature and likely reluctance to be drawn into such circumstances. It's indeed very intriguing that apparently she had a significant working relationship with Horner from a managerial perspective, and while many details remain unknown, what's particularly fascinating is the potential impact on Formula One, especially with Liberty Media's involvement as the sport's owners. As a publicly traded company, any allegations of inappropriate behaviour, particularly if they involve controlling behaviour, raises concerns for them. Reports indicate that Bernie Ecclestone had intervened in an advisory capacity, engaging in telephone conversations, possibly advising Horner on potential courses of action, including resignation. However, we don't know how true this is, but Stefano Domenicali's reported interest in the matter also underscores the significance. If these allegations were to be classified similarly, whether proven or not, it could have ramifications for Formula One as a whole. The media speculation, potentially fueled by individuals like Jos Verstappen or others, makes this even more complex, and Formula One may find itself in a precarious position if even accusations against Horner impact his reputation and consequently the sport's image. In a report from the Daily Mail, one source close to the couple explained that Horner is keen to clear his name of any wrongdoing as hearings regarding the matter continue within the Red Bull camp. However, the saga has taken a greater mental toll on his wife, Geri. Sources within the report explained Geri is in full lockdown and not talking to anyone at the moment. Christian is speaking privately and says that he will clear his name and come through this, but Geri seems to be simply too upset to engage with anyone, just lots of tears. She will stand by him and be at his side just as much as she always has been. She never misses a race, and that will not change. The former Spice Girls singer even turned off comments on her Instagram page to combat trolls poking fun at the situation and sending abuse Horner's way. Unfortunately for Geri and her husband, they'll be forced to wait to find out the outcome of the investigation into the Red Bull ace. The team were initially expected to make a decision off the back of Friday's hearing, but the timeline has since changed due to the complexity of the matter. Instead, the investigation is not expected to conclude before the launch of the team's new car next week, and it may even still be ongoing at the time of the first race of the 2024 F1 season in Bahrain in a couple of weeks' time. If Horner does indeed leave because of this, it basically would leave Red Bull without a very important man at the wheel, but it would not be maybe as bad as you might think. The foundation for the team's continued success over the next season or two appears solid because of the momentum they've built, as the team already has a strong technical core, a sharp strategy team, and a deep understanding of the current regulations, all of which contribute to performance in Formula One, and these elements should enable Max Verstappen to maintain his competitiveness at least for a while, even without Christian Horner at the helm. Replacing Horner, should it come to that, will pose a significant challenge, as his leadership has been integral to the team's success, characterized by a clear vision and a lean, competitive operation. While there are experienced racing personnel and competent corporate managers within the organization, the absence of Horner's guiding philosophy could lead to resistance, decision-making challenges, and a shifting competitive landscape. Maintaining confidence and a shared ethos among team members becomes increasingly challenging without a charismatic and visionary leader like Horner. So finding a suitable replacement with the same level of influence and clarity of purpose won't be a simple task. So what do you think? Will Horner leave Red Bull? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.